Very good morning, students. Welcome back to biology classes. We are discussing about diversity in the living world. Under that, in previous part, we have discussed about how the classification is going to take place in biology and all the things. Now, what are the characteristics that are taken in view by Copeland or Whittaker under the natural system of classification that we would like to discuss in this part. So, we would like to discuss natural system of classification. So, according to natural system of classification, Whittaker as well as Copeland, these two scientists, they have taken some common characteristics which are found or not found in different organisms. And what are the characteristics which is the type of cell? What is the cell type found in the organism? That is, it may be unicellular or maybe multicellular. That is the thing in which they used to classify organisms. And nucleus, presence or absence of the nucleus, and if it is present or absent, they have made them as absent means prokaryotes, and if it is present means eukaryotes. Understand? This is the another view of classification based on these characteristics. And habitat, where they will be found. What is their living home? That is the habitat. And what are the habitat is, you can take as aquatic habitat, terrestrial habitat, arboreal habitat. The various in different habitat they will be found in different regions. Habitat means what? Where they are living home. Understand? And next mode of nutrition. What is the nutrition mode they used to follow to obtain their nutrients? Maybe they are autotrophs. If it is autotroph means again they will be either photoautotrophs, they were photoautotrophs, or maybe chemoautotrophs. So photo means light. So light is the source of energy to carry out the photosynthesis. So it is called as photoautotrophs. And the chemical substances like iron or sulfur or nitrogen, these may be used to as the tool or the source of energy to carry out for obtaining the nutrients. That's why they were chemoautotrophs. Understand? And heterotrophs. The autotrophs means they can prepare their own food, but heterotrophs they do not like that. How they will obtain? They obtain their nutrients or source of energy from different organisms, either directly or indirectly. So they are called as heterotrophs. These heterotrophs again classified into different groups, like parasites, and you can take saprophytes. And also we can take symbiotics. Various methods they will follow according to their system, which is helpful for them to obtain their nutrients. And also we can take in view of mode of reproduction. Mode of reproduction. What is the method of reproduction they used to follow is either asexual method or sexual method. In this way, these are the just in view they used to classify the organisms into different groups. The type of cell, they may be unicellular, multicellular, or if it is nucleus means they are prokaryotes or eukaryotes. Habitat where they are living is aquatic, terrestrial or arboreal, means which is found in between in branches of the tree. Understand? And also we can find aerial, flying in the air. Understand? And the mode of nutrition, whether it is autotroph or heterotroph. If it is autotrophs means phototrophs and chemotrophs. And heterotrophs, they are parasitic in nature, saprophytic in nature, symbiotic in nature. Understand? And next, cell wall. Whether they have cell wall or not. Understand? So this cell wall is different from one organism to another organism. Presence of cell wall are absent. Maybe absent means there is no cell wall. If cell wall is present means that may be made up of cellulose type of cellulose, peptidoglycan and chitin. These are the some of the cell wall substances that are found in different organisms. This is way in which we can use different common characteristics which is found in different organisms of different kingdom and which we use under natural system of classification and taken in view by Copeland and Whittaker. Now let us see these characteristics how they are in different kingdom of classification. Now let us see the various characteristics how they are found. First we take characters. First. Next the kingdoms Monera. Next Protista, Plantae, fungi, Animalia. These are the different kingdoms as we came to know. Now let us see the characteristics. Types of cell. How the cell is. Single cell means they were unicellular. Here also unicellular. And these plants are multi. Fungi also multi. Animalia also multicellular. This is the first characters which we have taken. And next we will take in view nucleus. So here the nucleus is absent. But in case of protists and all the things, the nucleus is present. The nucleus is present means from protists onwards all are the eukaryotic organisms. Understand? Here also present. So in this way we can see that this is unicellular. So these are the prokaryotic organisms. But the protists, Plantae, fungi, animalia, these all are belonging to what type of organisms? Eukaryotic organisms. Why they are eukaryotic? Nucleus is present. Understand? That is the next character. Next we will see that organelles. Remaining organelles present or absent. Here is absent. But here present. Here present. In all the categories you can see the presence of organelles. And next character will take cell wall. So cell wall is present. Here some have, some do not. Here Plantae they have cell wall. So cell wall is present. Here fungi also cell wall is present. Here is absent. Next the mode of nutrition. So Monera, all these are carrying of some are autotrophs and some are heterotrophs. And here also some are autotrophs, some are heterotrophs, and here plant all are autotrophs. These are the heterotrophs, and these also heterotrophs. So all the characteristics we have taken in view in one table. How the organisms are showing, that is, different kingdoms are showing these characteristics. So the type of cell, these are unicellular, and protist also unicellular, and these unicellular prokaryotes. Understand? And here the protists, they are also unicellular, but nucleus is present. So these are called unicellular eukaryotes. And the plant, fungi, and animalia, they are multicellular organisms. And nucleus is absent in Monera, so they are prokaryotes. So prokaryotes. And nucleus is present in protists, so they are eukaryotes. So these also eukaryotes, and these also eukaryotes. These also eukaryotes. Why they are called eukaryotes? Means due to the presence of a nucleus. And if the nucleus is present, means what will be present? Membrane bound organelles present. If the nucleus is absent, membrane bound organelles also absent. So organelles are absent in Monera. Why? Because they do not have nucleus. So nucleus is absent. If nucleus is absent, what will be absent? Organelles also absent. So from protists onwards, they consisting of nucleus. So due to the presence of nucleus, they are consisting of membrane bound organelles also. And cell wall is present, and this type of cell wall is different from one organism to another organism. For example, if you take in case of bacteria, they consisting of peptidoglycan as a cell wall. Peptidoglycan is present. In case of plants, cellulose made up of cell wall is present. In case of fungi, the chitin made up of cell wall is present. But the composition of the substance is different from one organism to another organism, or from one kingdom to another kingdom. But what is present is cell wall is present. Understand? There is additional protective membrane which is found in case of all the organisms except animals. Understand? And nutrition. What type of nutrition they possess? Whether they are autotrophs or heterotrophs. That is so. Maximum Monera group is autotrophs, but some are heterotrophs. The protists also autotrophic in nature as well as heterotrophic in nature. The plant, all the green plants, as we know, they all are autotrophs. The fungi, they are heterotrophs, where they are dependent on dead and decayed matter. So they are saprophytes. Understand? Mushroom we have seen. Is it or not? That is, heterotrophs are what they are? Fungi. Understand? Next to animals, means animal, we all are autotrophs and heterotrophs. Heterotrophs. Understand? In this way we can see that the different characteristics of a different kingdom in single table. Understand? This is what the characteristics of the different kingdoms.